Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra November 27, 2024. Mercury has been moving through your partnership sector, and today, Mercury turns retrograde. While your plans and relationship goals are big, it's best not to rush things. Now and over the next 3 weeks, there can be some confusion surrounding partnership matters, either personal or business, or both. It's not the time to look for a clear commitment. Communications can be muddled for the time being, but delays can also help you better understand your situation. Past people and issues in your life can re-emerge. The tendency is to try to make sense of feelings and ideas and to reach agreements or at least get to a place of understanding. You may see a new side of a person or situation. Mercury is your ruler, and while retrograde until December 15th, you may be revisiting old issues or feeling stuck at times, particularly in or about a close relationship. However, reflection ultimately serves you well. Do watch what you say and how you say it during this shift today and tomorrow. Mustering up patience may be best. The heavens are on fire now. It's time for new horizons. As mighty Mars, the planet of passion and energy, continues to shift into hyperdrive in your solar of short-distance travel, you'll be invigorated. This is the perfect time, particularly until January 6, 2025, to step out of town and visit nearby destinations with your partner in crime. If single, consider opening up your options to hot options that live just a little further away. This could help you to begin a romance that brings excitement and change to your life, helping you to constantly have new spots to explore. What do you truly want from your work life? Be honest with yourself about your career path when the Moon in Virgo squares Jupiter retrograde in your sign and Mercury in Sagittarius. It could be helpful to talk to a coworker about what you want to do with your career path. Someone else could give you food for thought that may help you decide where you want to go, who you want to work with, and what you want to work on. However, you might feel a little overwhelmed if there are a lot of options to consider. Thanks to the day's planetary configuration, you will intuitively sense the state of world affairs. This aspect sends messages of brotherly love, and in many cases, meets with resistance. Give yourself the benefit of a healthy lifestyle during this critical time in the human story. A healthy lifestyle includes plenty of rest because an overactive mind can take you away from the basics. Rest, diet, and exercise should be your mantra during trying times. Consider showing off your wonderful talents in the place most used, your home. You likely engage in a number of arts and crafts. Perhaps you do this for a living. But how much do you surround yourself with your pieces? Many artists wind up selling so much of their work, they haven't got much to show when someone is over. Don't let this happen to you. Put your prized pieces on display. This can really create a space that is truly yours and bolster your enthusiasm to continue creating. 3 days after the Sun returned to your relationship sector, something that at this time each year will always turn the solar onto your relationships, Mercury, the planet of communication, has come to a standstill ahead of his retrograde turn here tomorrow. With Mars also slowing down ahead of a retrograde turn in your communication sector in 12 days, they are about to team up to put a serious amount of focus on giving your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Meanwhile, some work and life balance reminders today come just as Pluto is settling into his early days back in your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery. At the same time that the Sun is still settling into his early days in your relationship sector, Mercury, the planet of communication, has come to a standstill ahead of his retrograde turn tomorrow. This is a retrograde turn that will not only keep Mercury here for the rest of the year, but a retrograde turn in 12 days is also going to keep Mars in your communication sector for the rest of the year as well. The solar has just shifted onto your relationships, but with a lot of focus on communication from the start. Our eyes in the sky. Are you ready for a cosmic shift? Today marks the start of the final Mercury retrograde of the year, as Mercury stations retrograde in the bold and adventurous sign of Sagittarius. For the next 2.5 weeks, you might encounter some of the classic challenges associated with this celestial event: miscommunications, travel hiccups, and yes, a fair share of technical glitches. And with the holiday season in full swing, it might feel like the universe has turned the chaos dial up a notch. But here's the good news: this doesn't have to be a time of frustration. With a little preparation, a dash of humor, and the right mindset, you can not only survive this retrograde but thrive during it. Think of this period as a road trip where the GPS unexpectedly reroutes you, or your perfectly curated playlist skips your favorite song. Frustrating? Sure. But these moments of inconvenience can lead to surprising discoveries: a scenic detour you'd have otherwise missed, a new song that becomes your next favorite, or even a story you'll laugh about later. Miscommunications might pop up, especially with loved ones or colleagues, but these moments also offer opportunities to deepen your connections. For instance, an unclear text or email might spark a conversation that clarifies not just the issue at hand but also the dynamics of your relationship. Similarly, travel delays, while inconvenient, could lead to unexpected adventures or meaningful encounters. With the hustle and bustle of the holidays, Mercury retrograde might feel like an extra challenge, but it's also a chance to slow down and reflect. Not everything has to go according to plan. If your carefully crafted itinerary gets derailed, try to see it as an opportunity to embrace spontaneity. Flexibility is your superpower right now. Take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you slowed down long enough to share a heartfelt dream or fear with someone you trust? These honest, vulnerable moments can create deep, lasting bonds, and this retrograde is the perfect time for them. Sagittarius is all about vibrant, adventurous energy, and you might feel inspired to take on the world, whether it's starting a new fitness routine, diving into a big project, or planning a spontaneous getaway. And that's amazing. But even the most enthusiastic adventurer needs rest. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. Early morning exercise can be a great way to channel restless energy, but it doesn't have to be intense. Maybe start with a gentle yoga session, a brisk walk through your neighborhood, or even a few minutes dancing to your favorite song. These small acts of movement can boost your mood and set the tone for a positive day. On the professional front, your ideas and efforts are being noticed. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius encourages you to speak your truth and share your ideas with confidence. Whether it's presenting a proposal, contributing to a team project, or simply brainstorming your next steps, your thoughtful approach will help you shine. Just remember, enthusiasm is fantastic, but avoid letting it tip into arrogance. A collaborative, composed attitude will win support and open doors. When it comes to finances, this retrograde is a time for careful consideration. Maybe you're eyeing a holiday sale or thinking about a small investment. Take a moment to research and seek advice from trusted sources before making a move. Thoughtful planning now can set you up for long-term success. Amid the whirlwind of retrograde and holiday season energy, it's essential to carve out moments of peace and joy for yourself. Whether it's an evening spent laughing with loved ones, playing a favorite board game, or indulging in a creative hobby like painting or baking, these moments recharge your spirit and remind you of what truly matters. Picture this: a cozy evening at home, the room filled with laughter, a warm drink in your hands, and your favorite people by your side. These are the grounding moments that can make even the most chaotic times feel meaningful. If you're craving solitude, use this time to reflect on your goals and dreams. Journaling can be especially powerful during Mercury retrograde, helping you uncover fresh insights and set intentions for the year ahead. Grab a pen and let your thoughts flow. You might be surprised at what you discover.